and cloudy outside, we play with some bright colors. I did this two-tone, two different color eye look today just to have some fun and play with some makeup. What do you guys think? Now is a better time than any to get this update film for you guys. This is past, present, and future updates 3 and 4. Updates into one just because my last month's update didn't go up because of the break that I took from my social media platforms. I figured might as well make this one a 2-in-1 update. This is such a fun project, and if you want to see how well I have done, just make sure to keep on watching. But first, make sure you guys subscribe by clicking that subscribe button. Also, while you're at it, be sure to turn on those notifications so that YouTube will notify you every time I upload. All you have to do is click the little bell and bam, you're good to go. This is a great project. It's just been a lot, and I'm trying to decide on if I am taking on too many different projects. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new here, hi, welcome to the family. I would surely hope that you would subscribe. My name is Rose. I'm a girl boss on a budget who loves to save money and project pan. Today's video is my 3rd and 4th update. Technically, it's just one update really, but since I took a little bit of a break the last month from my social media platforms and YouTube and everything, a couple of my updates got skipped and weren't able to go up. So I figured just do 2-in-1 updating in one video. What the objective of past, present, and future is, you pick 10 of your oldest products from your makeup collection to represent the past decade. One item you received as a gift to represent today, the present, and 10 of your newer makeup items to represent the future. I really enjoy this project because it kind of incorporates the 20 and 20 and the still being able to use up some older products and get those used up and moved out of your collection, as well as still being able to enjoy some of your newer makeup without certain things getting neglected. Most of my goals set on my 10 older products are mostly to finish them just because they are older products and I want to get them used up and out of my collection. Let's just go ahead and get into it. It's been a long enough intro as it is. I do apologize. I always put timestamps down here. If the intros are too long, you can always just skip through to the products. Go ahead and start with my items from the past, starting with my Profusion Brows 2. I have been working on this and panning this since September of last year, so I've been working on this for quite a while. I set the goal on this to finish the shade Espresso and Hit Pan in Java, and as you can see, I did hit 1/2 of a goal on this since it's basically 2 goals combined. I mean, this was kind of like an added extra bonus. It's not officially a goal met until I have actually finished all of this, and I'm wondering, because that is a lot of brow product. I've literally used this much of it in about 8 months amount of time, and we're almost technically halfway in this project. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish all of this by the end of the year, though I would like to. I'm not going to change the goal on it or anything. I'm just going to keep working on this, and any type of progress on this that succeeds where it was and getting closer to finishing this is going to be considered goal met to me. I did want to mention that I did manage to hit 3 more goals this update. The next item for the past is one of my goals that I hit, and that was my e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. I set the goal on this to finish both sides sides. It is officially an empty. I did manage to finish both sides of this. There's nothing left in those tubes, you guys. This wasn't my favorite. I'm not like a clear brow gel type of girl. I definitely got my use out of it and I finished the entire thing, and it is goal met. The next item that I hit my goal on was my little mini Kat Von D Trooper liquid liner, and I set the goal on this to finish it as well. It is a goner, like it is barely performing. It has a really difficult time, as you can see. Usually that's how I can tell when they're getting pretty close to being empty, is when it's getting rather difficult to draw a crisp wing or crisp line anymore. This is definitely goal met. The next item is my $1 billion brow pencil, and of course I set the goal on this, as well as all of my goals on my past items are to finish. As you can see there is a little bit of progress. I filled it in just to make it for the sake of timing, but I did get a little bit more use out of this. I've been making it a point to reach for this again just to get the rest of that done, because that is literally all that is left. So I will be really glad to get this used up and out of my collection. The next item for the past is my L'Oreal Silkusami black charcoal liner. The goal on this originally was to use half of it, or I want to say finish it, but there is just no way. I've learned so much since project painting. I can see so much growth in me from when I first started project painting. To think that I could finish an eyeliner in the year's period of time is just not realistic to me. I went ahead and I changed the goal on this to just use 1/3 of it. I have only literally used just the very tip of it. As you can see, there is my progress right there. Not a whole lot of progress, but there is a little bit of progress. Still progress. We're gonna keep working on it. It is a really nice eyeliner. It's one of the oldest in my collection, but it still performs just fine. The next item for the past is my MAC paint pot in Painterly, and I set the goal on this to finish it. I just failed to reach for this past month. I am hopeful that I can get most of this finished up by the end of the year. I do really like these MAC paint pots. The next item is my Maybelline Master Prime Primer. I set the goal on this to finish it. I am slowly but surely getting closer. There's my line. I did mark this before filming. I am getting so close, but it's still not empty yet, so we're gonna keep working on that. Next item is my Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit in the shade Rebel Rose. Another goal to finish it, and it's getting very close to finishing. It still has product in there. It's getting to the point where you can see the doe foot is getting a little dried out. There's not a whole lot of product coming out. I put a poll up on my Instagram asking if I should pull the stopper out. Majority won, stating that I should pull the stopper out. So I will be pulling the stopper out on this very soon, probably this week. And usually when you pull the stopper out of items, there's like a whole ton more product that just magically appears somehow. So I'm curious to see how much more is in there once I pull that stopper out. And then the last item for the present was my Wet n Wild Call Me Maple Contour Stick, Cream Contour Stick. And you guys, I haven't used this at all the whole duration of this project yet, just because it is, for one, more of my summer shade, and I just haven't reached for it. I did use a good amount of this last summer. The fact that I'm just feeling very uninspired with this, I decided to swap this out and roll in something that I would potentially be more successful at hitting my goal on, and that is my Catrice Shape in a Box. That's just because I literally use this every single day, and I do feel I have a good chance at finishing the middle shade here, which is the goal that I'm setting, is to just finish the middle shade right there. I love this Catrice Shape in a Box. I have 2 of these, so I would ideally like to get at least one of them used up and out of my collection. And once these 2 shades are done and finished is when I will then consider this done and roll this out of my collection entirely. I'm not going to use this yellow shade just because it doesn't work well with my skin tone and my undertones. I am rolling in this instead to replace the Wet n Wild Maple Stick, and the goal is to finish the middle shade. Now on on to the one item that I received as a gift for the present, and that is my Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. I originally set the goal on this to hit the pan on any shade, and you guys, this is another example of there's just no way I'm going to be able to hit pan in any of these shades. For one, I don't reach for this very often. Sadly, I don't know why. It is very expensive. It's very bougie, but I just don't reach for it as often as I should. And for two, it is more of a warm bronzer and warm undertone, so this doesn't really look nice on me unless I have more of a golden tan, which in the summertime I will get tan and I'll be able to use this more. I just don't feel like I'm going to be potentially successful at hitting pan in any of these shades anytime soon. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and change the goal on this to just make a dip in any of the pans instead of trying to hit pan. Even just trying to get the embossing wore off is being rather difficult. This is a really beautiful glow impact powder, and the bronzer, the powder bronzer is really gorgeous as well as the two creams in here are really quite nice too. It's just I have a difficult time in using this because I'm just not tan enough yet. As you can see, it is super gorgeous, but do you see how warm that is up against my very light skin right now? You can see it's just too warm right now because I am very fair, but it will be absolutely gorgeous if I ever in fact go outside long enough to get a tan again. This will be great. I just want to set the goal to make a dip in any of the pans and I'll be happy with that. Now, lastly, on to the items for the future. I hit one more goal with one of the items in the future products, and that was my Ole Henriksen's Sea Rush Brightening Double Cream. And I set the goal on this to just use half of it. It's going to be kind of hard to see if I have any still shots, or I'll insert like a video to show you a better angle of this, that I did in fact hit that goal. I definitely used half of this. I really love this moisturizer. It's just a really nice face moisturizer. It has a real light citrusy scent to it, like orange, and it is absolutely great. It absorbs into my skin beautifully, leaving it nice and supple and plump, and it's just an all-around great moisturizer. The next item is my Ole Henriksen's Banana Bright Eye Cream, and I set the goal on this to finish it. As you can see, I did hit pan in there, and there is very little products left, but I'm still not done yet. I'm so close to being finished with this though. I want to say probably 10 to 15 more uses and this will be finished. So I'm hoping by the next update, I will have another goal met with the Banana Bright Eye Cream. I love this eye cream as well. It's the only one that I have used that actually shows visible signs of a difference while using it. And it does really just tighten and plump my under eyes, and it's a great under eye cream. The next item is my Fenty Pro Filter powder in the shade Butter, if that's what it is, a shade. I set the goal on this to use half of it. As you can kind of see there, I did draw the line so you can see where I'm at. I'm almost halfway, but I still have a little bit more to go. This is a really nice powder, but I'm just, you guys know who've been subscribed, I'm not the biggest powder person. It's been definitely taking me a while to use half of this even, and it is just a mini of it. If I was a powder person, I would have definitely have hit that goal by now. It is a great powder. The next item is my little Aoa Cream Blush in the shade Cozy, and I set the goal on this to hit the pan. No pan yet, but there's a little bit of a dip in there. This is an actually great cream blush for only $1 on Shop Miss A. You can't beat it. It is really applies very effortlessly, and it's not too pigmented, and it's easy to blend out and just kind of melts into the skin, and I really like this little cream. I'm gonna keep working on it. No dip yet. The next item is my ColourPop lip liner in the shade 951, and I set the goal on this originally to finish it, but again, I'm not gonna be able to finish this. There's no way I feel I'm gonna be able to finish this by the end of the year, so I'm just gonna change the goal on it to use half of it. I do feel I can can potentially be more successful at using half than trying to finish the whole thing. Here's my progress.
I made a mistake and was showing you guys my BFF lip liner instead of the 951 lip liner here.
Halfway, let me go ahead and fill in the difference right here. I do really love ColourPop's lip liners, and this shade in particular is a great shade. It's a great neutral day-to-day shade. Just wanted to briefly show you guys the color. The next item for the future is my little mini Marc Jacobs Sugar High Bullet Lipstick. I set the goal on this to use half of it. Again, I'm hopeful that I will be able to even use half of just a mini lipstick. Takes quite a while. As you can see, there is a little bit of progress on this, just nothing too crazy. I have used the tip of this. It's a really gorgeous, just a neutral nude color. I am basically applying it right now. As you can see, it's just a great neutral lip color. I really enjoy it. It's comfortable. It's creamy. We're slowly but surely getting there. I set the goal, if I said, to use half of this, so I'm almost halfway. The next item is my LA Girl Neon Shockwave liner in the shade Electric. I set the goal on this to use it 1/3 of the way. As you can see, I just literally, again, used the tip of this. It just takes so long to use up eye products and eyeliners and lipsticks and just makeup in general, you guys. Really takes longer than you think to finish up and use up things, which is why project painting has been so helpful to me and helping me realize just how long it takes to use up things. Once it gets to that little line right there is when I'm going to call this 1/3. Even though it's not technically 1/3, would probably be here. I'm just going to be happy to get it to that line right there. So if I get it to there, I will then call this goal met. The last 3 products are going to be weighed as well, starting with my NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil. I set the goal on this to use half of it, which is to this line right here. I am currently right here at this line. I already marked it, and let me go ahead and weigh this right now without the cap. And the weight on this right now is 33.3 grams. We're going to keep working on this. I don't want to say I'll use it until it gets to 20 grams because I don't know how much of this is actual packaging weight and how much of it is product. It does say there's 0.9 fluid ounces in there. I'm just going to keep working on it until it gets to that halfway mark because I can see in here when I put this up to a flashlight. Just keep up track of it by the weight. So we're going to keep working on that. The next item is my IT Cosmetics CC cream, and I set the goal on this to finish it because it is a mini, and I am currently right here, so I'm getting very close because I use this quite often. I really love this stuff, you guys. This is great for my no makeup kind of days, and I really just enjoy to apply this with my fingers and just quick, effortless look to give me some coverage and just to give me a little bit of color and evenness on my skin. It is so great, and I would absolutely purchase the full size of this only after I have used up 3 foundations out of my collection. Will I then be able to potentially purchase this or bring anything in, because I am on a 2-year no buy. I have some videos, I'll link those in the card. I'm not going to be buying anything really, so even if I wanted to purchase this, if I still feel the desire to purchase this after 3 foundations have been used up is when I'll then allow myself to. So the weight on this without the cap is 14.8 grams. And the last item for this project and for the future products is my Becca First Light Priming Filter. I set the goal on this to finish it as well, and I am currently right here. This one is rather easy to see through. The current weight on this is 16.7 grams. It's a 15 milliliter, 0.5 fluid ounces in there. I'm pretty confident that I will be able to finish this up as well. Between this project and Beauty A to Z, these are my 2 biggest projects, thus making it for a little bit longer videos. I do apologize if this video may seem a little long, but for those of you who are avid project panners and love watching project pan videos, then I'm sure this video just meets all of your little project panning heart's desires. So I'm so grateful for your guys' support and your love. We are steadily growing over here as a family. My look today, what do you guys think? Two-toned look, as I mentioned in the intro, and they are put away right now, but I use my ColourPop monochromatic palettes, the It's My Pleasure palette and the Honey palette. I just wanted to do something different, two tones, two different color eye looks. I know I'm not the first one to ever do this. I've seen this before, which is how I got my idea to do it, but I really want to just continue doing it with different colors like a pink and green and blue and orange eye and a warm tone and a cool tone and a smoky and a whatever. Just continue going with it. It was a lot of fun creating this look. That's everything, you guys, for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up. Of course, it helps my channel out so much. Make sure you're subscribed and comment down below. And until my next video, everybody enjoy the rest of their day. Bye.